What is the Consumer Protection Act, 2019? The Consumer Protection Act, 2019, is an Indian legislation enacted to safeguard consumer rights and address issues related to unfair trade practices and consumer grievances. This act replaced the earlier Consumer Protection Act of 1986 and introduced several new provisions to strengthen consumer rights in India. Here are the key highlights of the Consumer Protection Act, 2019. Key features of the Consumer Protection Act, 2019. 1. Central Consumer Protection Authority, CCPA. The Act establishes the Central Consumer Protection Authority, CCPA, to promote, protect, and enforce consumer rights, initiate class action lawsuits, order recalls of unsafe goods and services, and impose penalties for false or misleading advertisements. 2. Consumer Disputes Redressal Commissions. The Act provides for the establishment of Consumer Disputes Redressal Commissions at the district, state, and national levels. The jurisdiction of these commissions has been enhanced. District Commissions, up to 1 crore rupees. State Commissions, between 1 crore rupees and 10 crore rupees. National Commission, above 10 crore rupees. The commissions are empowered to resolve disputes, pass orders for refunds, compensation, and product replacements. 3. E-commerce and unfair trade practices. The Act addresses issues related to e-commerce and online transactions, ensuring that online consumers are protected from unfair trade practices. E-commerce platforms must comply with certain obligations, such as providing information about sellers, return and refund policies, and grievance redressal mechanisms. 4. Product liability. The Act introduces the concept of product liability, holding manufacturers, service providers, and sellers accountable for any harm caused to consumers by defective products or deficient services. Consumers can seek compensation for any injury, death, or property damage caused by defective products or services. 5. Simplified dispute resolution. The Act simplifies the dispute resolution process by enabling consumers to file complaints electronically and providing for mediation as an alternative dispute resolution mechanism. It also allows consumers to file complaints in consumer commissions where they reside or work rather than where the seller or service provider is located. 6. Penalties for misleading advertisements. The Act imposes strict penalties for false or misleading advertisements. Celebrities endorsing misleading advertisements can also be held liable and face fines or bans from future endorsements. 7. Unfair contracts. The Act defines and prohibits unfair contracts that cause significant harm to consumers, including those that impose unfair terms or excessive penalties. 8. Consumer rights. The Act enumerates various consumer rights, including the right to be protected against marketing of goods and services that are hazardous to life and property, the right to be informed about the quality, quantity, potency, purity, standard, and price of goods and services, the right to be heard, and the right to seek redressal against unfair trade practices. Conclusion. The Consumer Protection Act, 2019, aims to enhance consumer protection by addressing modern consumer issues, including those arising from digital and e-commerce platforms. It strengthens the legal framework for consumer rights, provides more robust mechanisms for grievance redressal, and imposes stricter penalties on violators. This legislation represents a significant step towards ensuring fair and transparent practices in the marketplace, thereby empowering consumers in India.